Well, good morning, YouTube, and welcome back to Everything RV with Dave. I'm back in West Virginia, back from my trip to Indiana. Boy, did we have a good time out there. You check out some of those videos where we went out through Indianapolis and up to White River campground and went on up to Wabash and then over to Ohio. But during my trip, I noticed that my propane gas alarm was started to go off. Every time that I reset it, it would take a couple days and it would start beeping again. And it was a one beep. So I did some investigation, and typically a one beep is something internally not working correctly on the alarm. So I took my propane gas torch and didn't light it, but just turned it on, put it down by the sensor, and within 5 seconds, it made a series of beeps. So I know that the detection part of it for the propane or gas was working. So I decided to go ahead and order another one. So when I got home, I ordered a new CO2 or propane detection unit. So here's the one that I bought. I bought this one off of Amazon, and it was $32. And what I liked about it was it came with 1, 2, and you could use this one as number 3, depending on what size hole you have. This one here is when you do not have the unit stuck through the hole, because it has some depth here. So this would be one mounted with just the wires going through the hole. And this mounting plate would be used when the whole unit, this unit, would fit through the hole, and it would become a flush mount. And I think this is the one I'm going to use. I'm going to use the flush mount. I had to enlarge my hole slightly, and when I got home, this thing would not shut off at all, so I had to cut the wire. That's the only way that I could get it to keep from beeping. So I know the unit itself is bad. What's nice about this particular one, it does have this little connector. We'll see how it works. If it doesn't work, I can cut these wires, or and then just go ahead and splice them in. I'll try this. So after deciding which unit I was going to use, and I took the flush mount, and you will see that would go through the hole, and this would be mounted flush. I had to put those 4 screws in to hold it to the plate. So that's done. So now I can take off the other unit and get started of putting this one on. So before I go ahead and hook that up, I need to turn the power off. Now I know I can do it by just turning the switch up here in the front by the power jack. But just in case it's connected up differently, that it's directly to the battery, which I don't know if it is or not, it might be. I'm going to disconnect my battery, and that way I know there's no power. So now I have disconnected. I've taken the ground wire off, the negative, and I've taken the positive off over there, and the negative. So, and this one right here is just a connector from here over to there. So, the battery is now disconnected. Now I also have to unplug the unit, because I've got mine plugged in to shore power. It's only a 20 amp circuit, but it gives me the lights inside, so I'm going to go ahead and unplug that. Okay, no lights. I have no power. I'm pressing my buttons. I can't get my buttons to work. Can't get the water pump to work, so I'm in the dark. Well, I went ahead and hooked it up. And it was very simple. It was 2 wires, red to red, black to black. And after I plugged it back in, the electric, it will go through a series of flashing and learning and The one thing that I kind of liked was the little indicator at the top, which eventually should go to 0. But you can see the red button at the bottom, which is an alarm. You know, the next one up is a fault. And then when it's all set up, the green light should be on. It just, you know, it's the only one that's on. So let's let it go ahead and do its little thing here, and then I'll be back here in a second. Okay, it wasn't 30 seconds, it was 3 minutes, and that's to heat up the sensor. So right now we're sitting with a 0, and the green light's on, which shows that it has power. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little video on how I put my CO2 detector, the new one, in. When you go on Amazon, just go for the one that has the 3 different front plates, and it's around $30. It's a really nice unit. They seem to go on very easily and not too expensive. I like the digital readout, which is nice. But if you do like these videos, please reach down there in the corner and hit that subscribe button. It sure helps me out. And I will see you on my next video.